What's up, guys? My name's Zane, and this is the fourth episode of That's My Spin. In this episode, I'll be covering the final three artists on the Soft Shake compilation Volume 1. But first off, I'd like to say thanks to all of the artists on the record. Without you all, none of this would be possible. As well as say thanks to the rest of the Soft Shake crew. Caleb, Chris, Rachel, and myself are so incredibly proud of this compilation. And I think the music itself shows an incredible diversity of artists, not just locally in Lexington, but outside of Lexington as well. And lastly, I'd like to say thanks to everyone who's pitched in. If you've purchased the record, streamed the record, even a stream goes a long way. I know times are tough right now with everything going on. I know music's taken a major hit. Just know that every record sale goes directly to the artists, and Soft Shake does not take a portion of it, because we want to see music come back and we want to see these bands survive through this. So I'll start with Seafoam Samples and their song 2009. The first time I'd heard Seafoam Samples, they had released their single Miss Swindle, and I won't call them kids because they're adults, but they're younger than me, and to see them embrace such a Seattle sound not only surprised me, but to do it so well blew me away. And the song 2009 follows suit. So if you're a fan of grunge, the cat's trying to get in. If you're a fan of grunge, you're trying to smash some guitars, crank up Seafoam Samples, and I promise you'll have a blast doing it. Funny story about them, I had already done a write-up on the song Miss Swindle, and in the write-up I had wrote that the song made me want to smash a guitar, which I've never gotten the chance to do. Always too afraid to do it. Hurts my heart to do it. And it was wild. I went and caught a show from them at one of the local spots here in town, and their lead singer had met me prior to the show, and so before their closing song, he actually dedicated to me, and by the end of it, he had ripped his guitar off and thrown it. And after the show, he came up and asked if that was good enough for smashing it, and so I thought that was really funny. So if you're a fan of grunge, you're a fan of 90s Seattle sound, definitely check out 2009 by Seafoam Samples. The next one I'm going to talk about is Skunch and their song Free College. So I won't call them surf punk, because I think surf punk is too specific for them. But their brand of punk is dead on, spot on Fiddler. I don't necessarily know if they were trying to emulate Fiddler, but they sounded pretty close to them. And I was really, really pleased with that song. Plus, the debate of Free College is hot right now. So, if you're wanting an angsty song about free college and about politics, I would definitely check out Free College by Skunch. And the final one I'm going to talk about is Eastbound by Local Violence. So Christian, their lead singer, and I had started Local Violence probably about 3 years ago. And I ended up leaving to pursue other stuff and ultimately landed here, just writing and doing photography. But Eastbound is one of their more recent songs, and by far my favorite song that I think Christian's ever written. I know the guys in Local Violence worked hard to write it, and they worked hard to record it and produce it, and it sounds really good. It's kind of more like balls to the wall in your face punk. So for fans of like Ramones or fans of, really just any punk, I think would get along with it. I would definitely check it out. It's meant to be in your face, and the only way to listen to it is cranked up. When Christian had sent the mix over for the compilation, I was actually driving home from work that day, and so I cranked it up in the car like I normally do driving home, and was just completely blown away by how well it sounded cranked up. So that's definitely a song you should crank up and listen to. So other than that, I'm going to say thanks to everybody for making this happen. We hope to continue doing more of these episodes, and we'll see what happens. Peace.